Welcome to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jessen James.
Hey everyone, it's Jessen James here and welcome to another episode of the Mind Over Money podcast. If you like this stuff, please make sure you leave us a review and subscribe on your favorite platform and make sure you share it with somebody that you care about. Now look, if you're new to us, welcome. If you're not new to us, welcome back. And look, the reason I ask you guys to engage, leave reviews, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff is because I don't get paid for this stuff. But at the end of the day, it's so noisy in the podcast world. And I genuinely believe I'm the world's best kept secret. I'm going to be honest, all right? And I need your help because I do believe, as an ex-psychiatric nurse, a lot of people need to hear what it is that I need to say. And the reason for that is because the world is suffering. There's a lot of people in pain right now. And I'd love you to help me with my mission. So feel free to share, subscribe, like, comment. Just let people know about the Mind Over Money podcast, all right? So I'm going to get stuck into this episode because we live in a very material world. It's very, very common right now. If you go on social media, you'll see lots of fast cars, bling, bling, shiny people, lots of different people flaunting and showing their stuff and showing where they are and what they had for dinner and the holiday that they're on and the big hotel that they're in and the nice whatever it is. We live in a very material world. And whilst there's nothing wrong with material possessions, nothing wrong. Because I believe, look, if that stuff makes you happy, knock yourself out. But here's the thing. For many of us, we get confused between external and internal. Because at the end of the day, you are not your possessions. You're not your possessions. You see, I see so many people that place their self-worth based on what car they drive. Their self-worth based on what house they live in. I mean, look, Warren Buffett drives a Toyota Prius. You don't see Warren Buffett rocking around in a Lambo or whatever he's doing. He's in a Toyota Prius. The man loves drinking Coca-Cola. He loves a good old McDonald's too. My point is, his self-worth is not derived by his possessions. So how is his self-worth derived? Well, listen, my friends, if you're going to learn anything about successful people, success leaves clues. And when I say successful, it doesn't even mean financially successful. Just winning in life in some way or form. And when you look at people who are winning in life, what you'll realize is they are not their possessions, they are their behavior. I'll say that again. When you see people who are winning in life, they are not their possessions, they are their behavior. You see, you, my friends, are not your possessions. If right now you don't have a nice house, you don't have a nice car, you don't have nice clothes, you don't have nice things to show for it or whatever it is, then look, let me tell you something. That doesn't mean you are not worthy. That doesn't mean that you don't matter. What matters is your behavior. Now, here's the problem. Some people are not worthy twice. Twice because they don't have anything to show for it. And secondly, because they're all talk and no action. And my point is very simple. What's the point in being that person who's got everything to say, but nothing to show for it? Because this is my whole point. It doesn't matter if you're not where you want to be right now. Are you trying? Are you actually trying? Now, for those of you who say, yes, Jess, I'm trying. No, you're not. You're not. You're not trying hard enough. You are not applying yourself in a way that you know you can. Come on. Don't let yourself off the hook like that. You know I love you. You know I care about you. You know I want to see you win. I'm your biggest champion. I want to see you do well. But I don't want you to BS yourself. Because for many of us, we are doing way less than what we could be doing. We are doing way less than what we could be doing. Some of you listening to this right now have got way more potential. You know you're letting yourself off the hook. You know you're getting home at the end of the day and instead of doing an extra hour on a project or doing an extra hour on learning or working on yourself, you know you are choosing something easier over doing what's right. You know you're choosing to chill out and then say, I'll do it tomorrow over making a sacrifice and doing what's right. All of you can either wake up half an hour earlier in the morning or go to bed half an hour later at night. There's always space for improvement, even me. So what I'm trying to say to you is, even if you don't have anything to show for it right now, but you are 110% all in, have been working, have been showing up, have been doing the work, have been putting in the hours, have been making the sacrifices, as long as you've been doing all of this, then let me tell you something, my friend. You are worth more than the person who's got lots of nice possessions, but nothing else inside. They are empty. They're probably also living beyond their means. You are richer than most people. And the problem with you is you tend to think that if I don't have a nice house and I don't have a nice car and I don't have a nice this, I am not worthy. That's completely opposite. But don't be that person who's got everything to say and nothing to show for it. Because I tell you something, my friend, if you keep showing up, if you keep behaving in a certain way consistently, things will change. And how do I know this? I'm a product of that. Please don't think I'm an overnight success. I have been up, down, left, right, more than most people. And the reason I keep on going is because I know if I keep on showing up in the right way, I'll always be okay. Even right now, I continue to show up in a certain way. I show up for me. I behave in a certain way. I have honor, integrity, values, morals, ethics. I show up in a certain way. I honor my commitment with the people around me. I do what it is that I'm saying I'm going to do. I might not always do it right, but I get it done. And my point is very, very simple. My self-worth is up here because of my behavior, not because of the car I drive. Not because of the house I live in, not because of the stuff that I flaunt. No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's got everything to do with me going to sleep at night knowing that I did my best today. And if I didn't do my best today, even if I say, right, you know what, Jess, you're not going to bed until you do an extra 15, 20 minutes of something you said you were going to do today, then it's better than doing nothing and feeling sorry for myself the next day. So I'm telling you, my friends, you are your behavior, not your possessions. Anyone can strike it rich and win the lottery and buy a nice car. Doesn't mean they're a nice person. Their possessions don't mean anything. And anyone can be out there flaunting what it is that they've got, saying that they're a nice person, saying that they're great and they this and that and deep down their behaviors are opposite. So you are not your possessions, my friends. You are your behavior. And the sooner you start to understand that, everything changes. So if you're not where you want to be in life right now and your behavior actually isn't doing the work that needs to get you to where you are, then no disrespect, you deserve to be where you are. I'm being honest. That might sound harsh, but I'm being honest. If you are, on the other hand, not where you want to be in life, but moving in the right direction, putting in the effort, blood, sweat, tears, sacrifice, understand that it's a marathon, not a sprint, then my friend, you are worth millions. Why? Because it's going to come your way. Look, at some point when you continue to do the right things consistently, that's the key. Don't do it for 1 month. Don't do it for 2 months. Don't do it for 3 months. I don't care if you have to carry on going for 3 years. At some point, the universe is going to kick in and go, hey, you know what? Let me reward that person. Let me reward that person. They've showed resilience. They have showed resilience in the face of adversity. They've continued to push through even though they've had door after door after door slammed in their face. They've had slaps left, right and center. They have lost. They have made losses beyond measure. They've lost money. They've lost friends. They've lost sleep. They've lost energy. But they keep on going. You know what? I'm going to reward that person now. But to the person who just keeps on going for a little while and goes, oh, this is too hard and gives up, then don't expect anything. Just being honest. I want you to win, but I have to be honest with you. So do not judge your self-worth by what you have. Even if you've got loads of stuff, it doesn't mean you're a great person. It means everything if you behave in the right way. Even those of you listening to this who've got money right now, got a nice house, nice car, nice stuff, whatever it is, unless you are a nice person inside, unless your behavior shows that you are someone who's got integrity, honor, respect, values other people, does good deeds, helps others, pours into others, and is not some kind of selfish, pompous person, then I tell you something, my friend, unless you are that kind of person deep inside where you like to help others, your possessions mean nothing. You are not rich. You're an empty soul who has possessions to make them feel better. And I'm just being honest. Be a great human being and understand you are your behavior, not your possessions. Okay? So look, I hope this episode served you in some way or form. If it did, do me a favor, make sure you leave me a review, leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think? What do you think? Are you going to commit to being a better person? Are you going to commit to behaving better? I want to know. Let me know down in the comments. Let me know in the review section. And make sure you subscribe and like us on your favorite platform. And more importantly, my friends, share this episode with someone who needs to hear it, okay? My name's been Jessen James. It's been an absolute honor and pleasure to serve you on this episode of the Mind Over Money podcast. Until the next time, I wish you all the wealth, health, success, and happiness that you truly, truly deserve. I'll see you next time.
You've been listening to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jessen James. Don't forget to subscribe and follow on all the channels, links in the show notes. Please also leave a review and visit www.jessenjames.com to find more resources on how to create the life you deserve.